Welcome to KREM 2 News at Noon. I'm Laura Papetti. As Jeremy was just saying, it looks kind of fake. We were saying it looked like a painting. It is so stunning down in Riverfront Park, but again, we're very lucky here in the inland Northwest to have such beautiful parks and beautiful weather right now. Jeremy Legoo standing by. Jeremy, it's insanely beautiful right now.
Laura, I can't wrap my head around this. This is so incredibly beautiful. And a little bit earlier, I was telling Laura, I said, if you ever hear me say fair weather cumulus, this is it. These clouds you see right here on your screen, those are what we call fair weather cumulus as meteorologists. And they basically mean that you don't have to worry about those clouds producing any rain. And it kind of means the atmosphere is settled, but we got a little bit of moisture in it. That little bit of moisture comes part from yesterday and then what's to come in the next couple of days. We sit comfortably at 55 degrees right now in Spokane. And temperatures are mild just about everywhere you go. 53 in Coeur d'Alene, 50 up in Sandpoint. You scoot out into central Washington, you can find your temperatures in the 60s. And that's not all that bad. We'll continue to watch those temperatures rise as we head into the afternoon. I think everybody gets about 7 more degrees out of the day, and we'll continue to hang on to this mix of clouds and sun throughout the day. By this evening, by the time the sun sets, do expect more cloud cover. That's going to build in ahead of our next round of showers. Those showers arrive early tomorrow morning, and they are quite widespread across the inland Northwest and across the entire state of Washington for that matter. We need the rain. There is no doubt about it. So as temperatures rise today, just know that it's short-lived. Tomorrow it's rain, but we need it. Mid to low 60s later on this afternoon. And if you're asking me, that's the perfect way to end a work week. Laura?
You got it, my friend. Okay, as of Tuesday, the Spokane Regional Health District says we are simply not meeting the metrics to stay into phase 3. One of those metrics is taking a look at new cases over a 14-day period. So again, as of Tuesday, Spokane was sitting at a rate of 273 new cases a day. That needs to be below 200 to stay in phase 3. As for hospitalizations, we are falling short there as well. Most recent numbers showing our 7-day hospitalization rate was sitting at 5.2. It needs to be under 5 to stay again in the current phase. This comes as Governor Inslee said the state is seeing the start of a 4th surge in COVID-19 cases. Yesterday, Governor Inslee said there were some keys to beating this new potential wave.
So we have to be extremely adept at attacking this virus, not just by increasing the folks who get the vaccine, but by continuing to mask up, to socially distance, to keep our get-togethers small, and importantly, to take it outside.
So here are some of the things that will change if we indeed were to go backward into phase 2. Indoor gatherings would be limited to 5 people from 2 different households, while outdoor gatherings would be limited to 15 people from 2 households. Restaurant and bars would be capped at 25% capacity, and bars would need to serve food in order to stay open. Indoor entertainment venues would be limited, going back to 25% capacity as well. As for outdoor venues, they would have to cap group size at 15 and would have a maximum of 200 people. The state's next evaluation is on May 3rd, and that means Spokane has a week and a half to get those numbers to come down. So again, we're following that, tracking it. Taking a look at the vaccine news, a federal advisory committee may lift the pause on the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. It comes more than a week after distribution was halted following reports of rare but dangerous blood clots in fewer than a dozen people. The FDA will likely now require a warning with the shot, bringing the Johnson & Johnson vaccine back into circulation. That means 10 million additional doses will become available.
Over 6 million doses, the number of these reported blood clots was still, exceedingly rare.
I think too many people may be scared off by taking the vaccine. They shouldn't be, but perception is everything when it comes to vaccines.
So meanwhile, appointments around the country are increasingly going unfulfilled. More than 135 million Americans, which is about 40% of the population, have received at least one shot. And right now, the CDC is investigating after an Oregon woman died from a rare blood clot 2 weeks after receiving the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Now, it is not confirmed that she died because of the shot, but there are similarities to the other known cases. She is in her 50s and died from the same type of blood clot found in 6 other women here in the U.S.
This is still extremely rare, so even the case count that we're aware of so far is only about 7 cases in a total of 7.5 million vaccinated across the country. Additionally, we do have to note that not all of the cases did result in deaths. This is, as to our recognition, the second death reported so far since the investigation began.
All right, and we will certainly keep you updated on all the vaccination news, always on crim.com. It is 12:06 right now. Today at 12 different locations across Spokane, energy conservation bags will be distributed to families looking to save on their utility bills. High energy bills disproportionately affect families with lower incomes, but these bags are there to help with those issues. Crim 2's Brandon T. Jones has all the details.
Great opportunity taking place in Spokane County for the next 2 hours. If you come out to places like this Hi-Co market, you can pick up a free energy saving bag. Earlier in this week, I got an opportunity to hang out with volunteers from SNAP and McKinstry Co. They were putting these bags together, and like I said, over the next 2 hours, you can come to places like this one and pick it up. So when we take a closer look inside of the bags, this is what will help to save on your next utility bill. An LED light bulb, window insulators to keep cool air in during the summer or keep the cold air out during winters. There's several other items, including a new shower head that can be installed. And like I said, these will all be able to help save some money.
So every year we have at least one day of service. Last year, unfortunately, we had to cancel because of the lockdown.
It's been about 14 months since we had to stop doing any kind of outreach. And this outreach, although we're still in the pandemic, we've learned a little bit about how to do that safely.
And this Hi-Co isn't the only place you'll be able to pick up these utility kits. They're passing them out from Spokane Valley, Meade, and Cheney. So if you have an opportunity, this will be wrapping up at 2 p.m. today. You still have some time, and why not come and try to check it out and save some money on your next bill. From Spokane, Brandon T. Jones, Crim 2 News.
All right, for the first time, researchers at UW have proven pets in Washington are indeed testing positive for antibodies from the same virus that causes COVID-19. Now, the university is reporting that 23 dogs, just under 50% of those tested, came in positive. Veterinarian Dr. Brian Joseph says the research also shows the virus is far less harmful to pets than humans. He says people should still certainly be cautious. While there's no evidence of dogs passing the virus to humans right now, researchers are highlighting concerns about future mutations. And then there's this, a first study of its kind led by UW Medicine and the University of Oxford is taking a look at the complications pregnant women with COVID-19 could indeed face. The study found pregnant women with COVID-19 are 20 times more likely to die than those who are not infected with the virus. Researchers studied 2,100 pregnant women from all over the world. Each woman with COVID was compared with 2 pregnant women who did not have the virus.
The bottom line is that a pregnant woman is no more likely to acquire COVID-19 infection than a non-pregnant one, but is more likely to become very ill.
Right, that's the doctor. UW's leading researcher is strongly encouraging pregnant women to get the vaccine, saying they are at high risk and certainly vulnerable population. All right, 12:09 right now. Still to come right here on Crim 2 News at noon. The Women's Hope House Shelter has been serving women in downtown Spokane for more than 2 decades. We have our first look at their new facility just ahead.